Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, your KGPN Bro. In this video, I am going to discuss about the principle of calorimeter. First of all, let's see what are the concepts that are used in this topic. So, whenever two bodies at different temperature are mixed, then what happens? In this case, heat will transfer from the body at a higher temperature to the body at lower temperature. How long this process will take place? This process will take place until both acquire same temperature. So in this process what happens? The body at a higher temperature loses heat and its temperature decreases, and the body which is at lower temperature gains the heat and its temperature gradually increases. So the heat loss is equal to heat gain. This is the principle of calorimeter, and this is nothing but simply the conservation of energy. Here one point to be noted is that the principle of calorimeter says that heat loss is equal to heat gain, but the rise in temperature may not be equal to the fall in temperature. So this point should be kept in your mind. The temperature of the mixture can vary from the temperature of the higher temperature body and the lower temperature body. It will vary between them. So I am saying it again. So whenever two bodies at different temperature are mixed, what happens is basically heat will transfer from the body at higher temperature to the body at lower temperature. This process will go on continue until both acquire same temperature, and in this process the body at higher temperature loses heat and its temperature gradually decreases, and the body which is at a lower temperature, it gains heat and its temperature gradually increases. The principle of calorimeter says that heat loss is equal to heat gain, but in this process the rise in temperature may or may not be equal to fall in temperature. The theta mixture may vary between theta lowest to theta highest. So let's see an example of ice, water and steam mixture problem. So what are the types of problem? There are mainly two different type of problems. The first one is the mixing of two substances when the temperature changes only, but the phase remains constant. In this case, theta mixture can be directly found by applying this formula, which is nothing but theta mixture is equal to m1 s1 delta theta 1 plus m2 s2 theta 2 upon m1 s1 plus m2 s2. Whereas in the second type of problem, the mixing of two substances when temperature and phase changes or only phase changes. Let's see an example. Let's say 2 gram of ice at minus 20 degrees centigrade is mixed with 0.5 gram steam at 100 degrees centigrade. We have to find out the final temperature of the mixture and the final composition of the mixture. So what are the basic steps or approach to do this kind of problem? So here is the step. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to convert both of them to a common state. You have to convert both of them to a common state. Let's say for example, convert both of them to water at 0 degree. Here is the ice, 2 gram ice at minus 20 degree centigrade. So first of all, you have to convert this to water at 100 degree and this also to water at 0 degree. In this case, what you have to do, heat required or heat gain is taken to be negative, or heat released or heat supplied by a body is taken to be negative. If a body is require heat, or if a body is gaining heat, then that heat is taken to be negative. If a body is released or body supplies heat, then heat is taken to be positive. And then what you have to do, at the common state you have to convert both into a common state, and at the common state you have to add them, and that means you have to add their mass and add their heat. So if net heat is equal to positive, then increase the temperature. If net heat is equal to negative, then decrease the temperature. So let's see an example. So basically 2 gram of ice at minus 20 degree centigrade is mixed up with 0.5 gram steam at 100 degree centigrade. So how to do that? So first of all we have to convert both of them to a common state. So we want to convert them to water at 0 degree centigrade. For this, first of all we have to convert 2 gram of ice at minus 20 degree centigrade to 2 gram ice at 0 degree centigrade, and then again 2 gram ice at 0 degree to 2 gram water at 0 degree centigrade. For on going from this to this step, the temperature changes but the phase is constant, so we have to use Q is equal to ms delta theta. So here it comes out to be 20 calorie. Similarly, we have to convert 0.5 gram steam at 100 degree to 0.5 gram water at 0 degree in order to achieve the common state. For this, first of all we have to convert 0.5 gram steam at 100 degree to 0.5 gram water at 100 degree. So here phase changes but the temperature is fixed, so we have to use Q is equal to mLV, where LV is the latent heat of vaporization. So this comes out to be 270 calorie. Again, on going from 0.5 gram water to water at 100 degree to 0.5 gram water at 0 degree, here the phase is constant as both are water but the temperature changes, so we have to use the Q is equal to ms delta theta. So this comes out to be 50 calorie. So now both are at the same state, both are at water at 0 degree and water at 0 degree. This is the common state. That means both are at water at 0 degrees. So in this case Q is equal to 20 calorie, and in this case on going from this step to this step Q is equal to 160 calorie. So total heat required in this step is 20 plus 180, that will be the 20 plus 160, that will be 180, and I have taken negative sign because in this process ice gains the heat. So as by our convention, heat gain is taken to be negative. So here total heat is 270 plus 50 calorie, that will be the 320. I have taken it to be positive as in this process a steam releases the heat. So at the common state let's add them. On adding, what happens is 2 gram water at 0 degree centigrade, whose Q value is minus 180 calorie, and 0.5 gram water at 0 degree centigrade, whose Q value is plus 320 calorie. On adding them, we will get 2.5 gram of water at 0 degree with Q will be positive 150. Here the net sign of Q is positive, so it will increase the temperature. Now heat required to convert 2.5 gram of water at 0 degree to water at 100 degree will be ms delta theta, that will be equal to 250 calorie, but the available heat is only 140, so the final temperature will be less than 100 degrees. So now we can find out final temperature by applying this formula, that is nothing but the ms delta theta is equal to 140. So from that we can find out theta of the final value 56 degree. So here is a phase transition diagram. So whenever there is ice at minus 30 degree, if we supply heat, then it will first of all convert to ice at 0 degree, then it will convert to water at 0 degree, then water at 100, then steam at 100 degree, and steam at 150 degree. If you remove the heat, then it will go in this process. Like steam at 150 degree will first of all convert to steam at 100 degree, then it will be water at 100 degree, then water at 0, ice at 0, then ice at minus. And this is the phase transition diagram. So when temperature changes but phase remains fixed, in this case the formula used for Q will be ms delta theta or C delta theta or W delta theta, where S is the specific heat capacity, M is the mass, C is the heat capacity, W is the water equivalent. So similarly, when phase changes but temperature remains fixed, in this case you have to use Q is equal to mlf or mlv. Okay, thank you.